Calendar 1. When you stretch out time, it becomes a day, a month, and a year. The unit that marks. This is a calendar, Panchanga Sanskrit. Right now, we use the Common Era calendar, a solar calendar. Specifically the Gregorian calendar. The solar calendar defines a year as 365.2422 days. The time it takes for the Earth to revolve once around the Sun. The Gregorian calendar was introduced by Pope Gregory in 1582, correcting the errors of the Julian calendar, used since around the 5th century, and is now used worldwide. This is the calendar we use today. When and why were calendars created? And why are we using this Western calendar? It's an everyday item we pass by without a second thought. They say our calendar sets its base year as the birth of Jesus. But the exact timing isn't even certain, just around here, probably. That is why we write B.C. before Christ and A.D. Anno Domini, Latin for, in the year of our Lord. For reference, we also use the Dengan calendar. Dongi, marking the year. Dengan founded Joseon B.C. 2333. You simply add 2333 to the Common Era year. This year is 4359. Dengan is our ancestor, so that makes sense. But why is Christ, my Lord? Am I a slave? Why does the whole world use the Western calendar? As you know, it is simply because the West conquered the world. Before that, we used imperial reign titles, such as Cheonsu, Year X. This was the reign title of Emperor Taeo, Wangjian of medieval Goryeo. And even before all of this, we had the Mago calendar. The most distinct feature of the Mago calendar is its 13-month system. 28 days make up a month, and 13 months make up a year. And the leftover single day? That is the true day of renewal, the Magpie's New Year. Calendar 2. This Mago calendar, being a 13-month system, is a system that most naturally synchronizes the lunar cycle and the solar cycle. The 28-day cycle coincides with the female menstrual cycle. The 13-month cycle coincides with the agricultural solar terms and seasonal changes. Thus, our calendar was attuned to the natural ecosystem and human rhythms. What is the Western Common Era calendar attuned to? In the 7th century BC, the Western calendar originally had 10 months and 354 days a year. In 46 BC, referencing the Egyptian solar calendar, it was changed to 12 months. Why? Because the Western calendar focuses on administrative efficiency, such as tax management by rulers. The Mago calendar is a system that treats human beings as living entities singmyeong, while the Western calendar is a system that treats human beings as a labor force. Currently, we use the calendar as a tool to live according to the schedules demanded by society, regardless of our own biological life cycles. There is no consideration for bodily rhythms or the cyclical flow of the natural ecosystem within it. At the very least, it would be beneficial for women to use the months of the Mago calendar. Since a woman's menstrual cycle coincides with the lunar orbital cycle, the moment the Mago calendar is applied, the equation, date menstrual cycle, is established. This allows women not to view their bodies as detached from worldly time, but to directly feel themselves as part of the grand energetic flow of Earth's rotation and the Moon's orbit. Hidden here is the philosophy of numbers. 12 is the number of administration, a number of division and control, neatly divisible by 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6. 13 is complete in itself, an independent and harmonious cosmic number that cannot be divided and managed by other numbers. It is said that the cosmic Yulio Lulu flows riding the wave of this 13. A 12-month calendar is like a convenience store calculator made by rulers, whereas a 13-month calendar is the respirator of life, originally bestowed by the universe. Simply put, Yulio Lulu can be understood as yin and yang, specifically yin and yang as a sound language. That is why the oracle bone sound is Ulio, derived from Ulida, meaning sound reverberates. Currently, we reverse imported Chinese characters from China and use their pronunciation, which is why we pronounce it as Yulio. Originally, Chinese characters were our script, derived from oracle bone sounds. So the reconstruction of oracle bone sounds for almost all characters matches our spoken language. In the past, it was written as feng and read as Baram wind naturally, the meaning was wind. Today, it is read as peng and taught as the meaning is wind.